reading, writing, and arithmetic, and history, and American government. We have got to minimize the social programs that have been implemented in our schools. The social programs can easily be turned over to our churches and our community organizations. Let's get back to teaching our children how to read, write, and do math. Know what our country is about. Know what our history is about. That's going to be the focus. And then jobs. I'm going to be working with the governor, with our local mayor, with our city council member. What can we do to get these jobs there? What do we need to do up at the state level with legislation to get these jobs into District 11? I also want to work with philanthropic organizations and try to see if we can get some of that money that they give out in grants, awards, funding. Because I've noticed that a lot of that money is going to South Omaha, which means what? Well, it means that North Omaha isn't getting as much. So I would talk with them about seeing how they could equal that out. We need funding coming into our district too. We need a lot to rebuild out here. I don't know why we all couldn't take an active role and get in touch with some of these property owners and get on them about putting a fresh coat of paint on their buildings. Even if they're not being rented out at the time, at least put a fresh coat of paint up there, make them at least look presentable, and don't be using any of those funky colors either. Spend 20 bucks on a gallon of paint and get a nice color up there so our neighborhood looks nice. Have you driven there, or have you seen that? Right there about 24th and 4th? Now, come on. All right, let's have some pride. I want to work on the good time law and the furloughs that we've been having quite a bit of problems with. Again, this goes back to crime. And Mayor Settle said that he's working on legislation to be introduced to work out the kinks in this. And so I'd be very interested in working with him at the state level to get that legislation introduced and garner support for it. I would work with our police departments and our Attorney General's office to get the Secure Communities program in place and used. And that Secure Communities program, when an individual is pulled over, if they do not have the proper identity, their fingerprints are taken, they are run through this database that is connected in with our Homeland Security Department, or ICE. And it will alert them if the person is an illegal alien or not, or if they have a record elsewhere. Those are just some of the things that we can do together to work on. The transportation. We have to have access to jobs in this district. So whether that means reworking the current bus system or working with tax relief programs with employers, existing and new, to provide some kind of transportation services, shuttle services, that can be worked out at the state level as well. But these are ideas that we can work on and that will encourage new business growth to our area. On the applications, for those who are re-entering after being incarcerated, but on these applications, I think most just ask if you check a box if you've ever been convicted of a felony. There are some, I guess, that ask if about a misdemeanor. I think we need to look into that. I'd like to see some statistics showing that how many employers look at that, and if that box is checked, it automatically puts that person in the circular file, which is the trash. So there are many things that we can do. But you have an important date coming up. That's November 6th. The future of our district and the success of it is in your hands at this point. You are going to determine whether our district is going to look at the next 4 years with positive, bold leadership by writing in my name on the ballot. We can look at the next 4 years with excitement, with hope, with energy, a commitment to excellence, a commitment to teamwork. All of us working together to make our community thrive again, to make our community safe again, to be proud to say, yeah, I live in North Omaha, to have events up here and to have people want to come. So we want to make it so that they're not afraid to come out to our district. So you can do that. We can do that. We can look to a really exciting 4 years by writing in Susan Smith's name. Or you can vote for one of my opponents. And we can look at the next 4 years as being the same old, failed policies, failed leadership of the last 43 years. That's how I see it laid out. I hope you agree with me. I hope that you will see my sincerity, that I want to see our district succeed. I hope you realize I have no political agenda. I have no political party that I am beholden to, or lobbyist group, special interest group. I have no personal agenda. Excuse me. I'm not looking to make a career out of this. I have only 4 years to offer you. And I'm asking you to count on me. To put your confidence in me. That I will do the right thing by this community. Because you deserve leadership. You can be proud of. You deserve leadership that stays involved in the community after they're elected. Your kids deserve to have a future. Your kids deserve to be able to go out and play without having to worry about being shot. Your kids deserve the opportunity to have a job available when they need it. We deserve to have a district that is growing like all the other districts around us. And I believe we can achieve that with the right leadership. I believe I am that leadership. My commitment and campaign promise to you is that I will keep my promises that I've made in the show tonight. I will look out for our best interests in this district. I will look out for the hardworking taxpayers to make sure they keep coming home with as much of their paycheck as possible. I will look at bills to make sure there's no fraud or waste or loopholes, that there's a real reason for the bills to go through. I will look after the disabled, the elderly, the retired, who have worked hard all their lives. I want to make sure those benefits and services are there for them when they need it. I want to help and provide a voice for those who truly need the assistance. I will not divide our community between races. I will not divide it into white, black, Asian, Hispanic. I will not divide it by religion. Our community must operate as one united front that is dedicated and committed to doing only one thing, and that is improving our district, making it grow, making it a safe place for all of our families, and that this responsibility is going to fall on you, the voter, on November 6th. Now we can have a bright future here in District 11, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going up to the unicameral and developing working relationships with the other senators. Because when it gets time to passing some of our legislation, we do want them supporting us. We do want them to see us as a team player. I'm not going up there, as one of my opponents is, to stir the pot. The pot doesn't need to be stirred. We need to work together, mix all the ingredients in so it's all even and consistent. Now, it doesn't mean that I cannot stand my ground. Oh, I assure you I can. But I believe in working with people and coming to agreements, coming to compromises, so that everybody walks away with a little bit of something. Well, I'm Susan Smith. I hope that on November 6th, on the ballot, you will see, under Nebraska Legislature, District 11, Senator Ernie Chambers' name, Brenda Council's name, and then there's a line. And on that line, you'll write in Susan Smith, fill in that oval completely. And in January, we're going to start on that new and improved North Omaha District 11 that we love so much and we're so proud of. And I want us to be able to do that. I want our kids to be able to be proud of District 11. I want to see our kids getting together out there and working in the community to make it better. And now, because my time can sometimes be off, Mr. Tripp, our engineer, is going to let me know how many minutes I've got. And so we've got one. On November 6th, there's a great reason to vote. That great reason is Susan Smith. I'm the leader that you are looking for to bring us into the 21st century of compromise and teamwork, commitment and dedication to you, the citizens. And that's exactly what I plan on doing when I go to that unicameral. I will be representing all of District 11, and I'll be very proud to do that. And I think you'll be happy with the results. So again, write in Susan Smith on November 6th.